So what does the report look like when we search for mutants? In this case, this is the report that you get back if you search the Fast Neutron Mutants for a trait value of protein and a value greater than 10. As a number of columns, first of which is the mutant name column, then the generation, these are M0s, these are M2s. We have a seed column, which tells you whether seeds are available. If it has a green dot, it's available, known to be available, and if it's got a question mark, we're not sure. There's a column for comparative genome hybridization array. In this case, none of the mutants on the screen were analyzed by comparative genome hybridization. If they were, there'd be a green dot here, which means that a Manhattan plot of that data would be available for download. Also, some of the mutants have images associated with them. In this case, these two have images associated with them that can be downloaded. There's sometimes a description that comes along with the mutants, and that description is in this column. And then all the mutants were phenotyped for oil, protein and oil. And in this case, we searched on protein value. And it also gives you saturated fats. It comes along as a minimal report. And if we look over here, you can see that there's many more traits that go along with this. You've got amino acids 1 and 2, other, and fatty acids. And right now we're viewing protein and oil. So if we click fatty acids 1, our mutants are now that have been analyzed for the individual amino acids listed here, and only this particular isolate has values for those amino acids. If we go to amino acid 2, again, if they've been phenotyped for these amino acids, the value would be there, and these have all been done by NIR. We look at fatty acids. All of the phenotypes, all of the mutants were phenotyped for oil, so they have values for linolenic, linoleic, oleic, palmitic, and stearic. And finally, some of them have been phenotyped for carbohydrates, and those are listed here. And one last thing to note, you notice that some of the columns have this checkbox in it. If you were to check it, you would pick up all of the mutants from your search that had an image in it. So it's sort of a subset search of the entire group. So when we search for protein greater than 10, we got a fairly long list of items. And by clicking here, we just reduce the number of items to only those that had images available. We could do the same thing for CGH, and what this gives us is a list of mutants that have a CGH file associated with them, and they also, in this case, have an image, but that's not necessarily true. This has been a SoyBase production. For more information about SoyBase, go to www.soybase.org.